I'm gonna go out swinging, I whispered to the wall as I looked at the boxes stacked up in the hall. Just a girl and her coffee and a degree on the shelf, trying to prove this new life to myself. Last year I was drowning in the red and the white, trying to make the fiscal year feel right. Just a cap and a gown and a desk way too big, lost in the middle of this municipal rig. But the seasons they turn and the ledgers they grow, and I'm finally finding the rhythm and flow. Fresh out of campus, I had theory to spare, but the city hall always felt thin as the air. I knew every textbook, I knew every rule, but the general fund wasn't covered in school. I stared at the mill rates, I stared at the door. I'd never seen $1 million deficit before. I felt like a kid in a giant suit, just a tiny sprout with no steady root. But then came the nights with the chicken stars, cold on a napkin under fluorescent bars, eating those nuggets while the spreadsheets blurred, trying to find meaning in every coded word. Oh, those chicken stars, they tasted like the start of a girl with a calculator and a heavy heart. Last year I was drowning in the red and the white, trying to make the fiscal year feel right. Just a cap and a gown and a desk way too big, lost in the middle of this municipal rig. But the seasons they turn and the ledgers they grow, and I'm finally finding the rhythm and flow. There were Tuesdays in April I wanted to leave, with the resignation tucked into my sleeve. I thought, I'm a failure, I'm just in the way. I didn't think I'd make it to the next payday, but the doubts were the bricks that I used for the wall. They taught me to stand so I wouldn't have to fall. Every I don't know turned to now I can see the struggle was building a better version of me. Now I look back at the chicken stars, leftover crumbs in the back of our cars. They aren't just snacks, they're the fuel of the fight for the girl who stayed up to get the balance right. Yeah, those chicken stars, they remind me of the fear that I turned into confidence throughout this year. Last year I was green, just a face in the hall, wondering if I'd even matter at all. But the spreadsheets are clear and my vision is too. There isn't a budget that I can't get through. So pass me the box, let the chicken stars shine. Last year was a lesson, but this year